think we've all heard the reoccurring narrative of equitable student funding in Delaware, how the student population in Delaware has changed rapidly throughout the years, but the way in which we fund our most neediest children remains unaltered.
I want every student in Delaware to have the absolute best education. They deserve it, and we're able to give that. But if you look at what they were saying, if you listen to what they were saying in this session here about how our girls are underperforming, I'm inspired even more to go out, talk about literacy, read to be a part of the literacy campaign, talk about math. We got to get our girls performing at the levels they need to so that they can have a successful life.
When we talk about Black women and employment and earnings, statistics and scholarly research says that the higher levels of education render higher levels of income, but that doesn't seem to be the case for Black women. We're highly represented in the labor force, and we're highly educated, yet we are more likely to live in poverty. Equal pay has been an issue since women's suffrage in 1913. If the current trends continue, Black women in Delaware will not see equal pay until 2051. I will be good and retired by then. I think that might be a little too late, so we gotta continue this fight. 32% of all businesses in Delaware are owned by women. When we look at that specific population, only 19.4% of that 32% is Black women owned.
We're going to send it across the state to policy makers, to funders, to businessmen, so that we can make this impact and move people to action. After that, of course, this publication is not the only publication. It is the first of its kind, but it is not the only. So we want to start drawing into other areas of research, and we also want to get ideas from the public about what do you want to know about for future publications. Most importantly, we want to have members of the coalition go to different organizations and share this information, talk about it, to put together strategic alliances as well as a whole statewide coalition so that we can get action happening. So for us, this is the first step to action, first step to leveling the playing fields and getting Black women and girls into the successful position that they should be.